Foot. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Richardson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
It's one play at a time, baby. Okay, great.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3. You look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. This is taken at the 23. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Throw right side, caught by Davis. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Completes it to Davis. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. A good pickup there, a 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Pierce will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a 1st down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Richardson off the play fake. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play touchdowns now in the year. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Houston set to take over. On first down, here's Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Stroud looking to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. 3rd and 1, Stroud. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. He'll return it from the 6. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Again, it's Richardson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Second down. Here's Richardson. Flushed out right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a second down and 4. On second down, here's Pierce. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Stroud on third down now. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That gain on third down, good for 28. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 47. Now Stroud. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 43, here's a second down and 6. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing now is Stroud. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He couldn't get away pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So here are the Colts to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. There, Richardson back to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. 33 yards that time.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Flush to his right. Going for a right side here. Complete. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gain to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Stroud now on 2nd down. And Davis with it left side. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Stroud to throw it. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Here goes Stroud again. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The second down throw now from Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Stroud here on 3rd and long. To Pierce, they set up the screen. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Come on, come on.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Delivers another one to Pierce.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, no.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. And Stroud now to throw. And he's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on a completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. 3rd and goal, Stroud. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll run for it with Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Richardson. And he's got his man on the out route. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 1st and 10. It's Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Richardson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Taylor. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Quick throw completed by Richardson. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So Stroud and the Texans down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Okay, break. Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Pierce. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Finding Schultz, and he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Stroud. That is caught by Dell. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Stroud. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Stroud. incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. For it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 60 yards. And the Colts are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
70 Rangers.
On second down, it's Stroud. And he'll just get rid of it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Stroud on third down now. And he wisely will throw that one away. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
It's week 12 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. He comes into this one second in the league in rushing with an eye on becoming number one. It's the Colts and the Lions, and it's all up next.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day.
I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The numbers for Gibbs from last week: 10 carries, 52 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is fielded at the 27. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building: potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this curve. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there, because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They enter playing here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Take it at the 37. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off play action. Richardson eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Colts at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They're really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now, and I would not want to face them come playoff time.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts' 1st down as he's down to the 11. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Richardson. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Richardson on 4th down. Touchdown, Colts. Josh Downs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down and, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited.
but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's gone. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. The slot man in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jamison Williams who's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Oh, a short pass here taken in by Laporta. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Richardson off the play fake. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The rise move there looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 19 and a 1st down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And this is caught. It's Brown. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, here's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, y'all. Was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. So out now come the Lions. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going. But in the yards category, we'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Goff now on second down. And he's got Pierce. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down is gone. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Goff now looks to throw. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Marking. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
After review of the play,
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now a stoppage. And it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. St. Brown in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week,
saw how precise he was and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson. Open man is Downs. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop over 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Going for it on fourth, Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Goff now to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. His throw incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Gibbs straight ahead, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Richardson to throw off play action. He'll buy some time right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On third down, here's Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now here's a throw that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Richardson looking to throw this. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Up the middle, here's Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Richardson going to change the play here. To throw is Richardson. To throw on 3rd down. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Richardson working from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 6. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. A shotgun snap for Goff.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. They go play action with Richardson. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now a give to Taylor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 94 yards on the ground for him so far. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Off play action. Richardson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Good footwork at the 30. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So
the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll find Pittman.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now a first down throw. Goff.
And he's got Pierce.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf.